free to send any time control you feel comfortable with, and let's see if we get some good games. Let's do it. All right. So, what's going on for today? What are you doing today? Anything interesting? Or just playing some chess and then see what happens? Hey, hey, hey. Nigeria. How's everything over there? Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. All right, this F5 is it just to... Man, I wanted to be the one playing that break. Should I just take? Nah, let me just play D3. Hey, hey, hey. All right, D5, we've been talking about this opening lately a lot, and we know that we like that D5 square, so let's see if we can do anything. Hey, hey, hey. All right, guys, not only Sunday, but it's already April, believe it or not. All right, we got this check in here, in between move. Now, pawn or knight? What to do, what to do? Well, knight has to be better. Now, if I manage to open the F file, end of the game. But it's not gonna be easy, that's a fact. Hey, hey, hey. Well, maybe take. Yeah, let me just take. Keep it simple. And we're up a pawn. I don't know if we're gonna open up the F file and attack the king, but let's see. Hey, mister, how are you? Richard, what time is it for you now? Like 1:30 p.m. Like after lunch. All right. Happy to trade pieces. I'm up a couple pawns now. And you know the drill. Just keep it simple, simplify the game. Now, should I do check or should I just go back to defend? Let me go check. When you don't know what to do, just check. All right, mister. Happy to see you here like always. Are we playing today or no? Well, you have my username, guys. Just I put it in the description too, but you have my username. Just send me a challenge on chess.com, okay? Good morning, good morning. G4 maybe? Let me get out of this pin. Maybe I should have played bishop e3. Maybe I play it now. Alright, let me do it now. Again, simplification makes perfect sense. We're up a pawn. And I really don't want to help him improve their pawn structure, but I want to play a4. Let's keep it simple. a4, a5. Bring it on, guys. I'm just accepting challenges as they come in. By the way, send anytime control you like, okay? Just put some increment, whatever you do. Absolutely. Now, if you already went over lesson 85, guys, in the first few seconds of that lesson, I did talk about it. But basically, I'll show you better when I finish this game, but basically the Pierce defense is against e4. So you played that system against e4 king's pawn openings. King's Indian defense is against d4. So you played that system against queen's pawn openings. So that's the main difference. Of course, you get different positions and so on, but that's the main distinction as far as the game goes. All right, so trade. All right, let's do it. Just send a challenge, guys. Just send me a challenge. Hey. What do you mean no? No what? Well, depends on what you call streamer. Been doing this for years. It's just that I always do it on YouTube, guys. Those of you who are on Twitch, basically this channel on YouTube is a course for free, of course. We start step by step how the pieces move, and now we have over 200 lessons with strategy, openings, tactics, and these streams are just for us to get together, play some games, and see how the progress is going. But yeah, I don't think that new, not that new. Of course, shout out, but come on, guys, you gotta give me your full name to give you proper shout out. All right, so okay, this rook is not gonna play for a long time. Now, my rook and king should take care of the rest of the game. There's no d5, there's no nothing. And there's not even the need to play b5, or there is. b5, pawn takes a6. Uh-oh. I was gonna just leave the rook as it is and collect more pawns, right? But this should be pretty quick. Completely up to you guys. Don't make it too long, but we're just chilling here. And if you have questions, ask. I'm gonna go over now with the difference between Piers and King's Indian defense, but we should be fine. No, but you know, some people have a decent rating and they haven't been streaming, right? So they just started recently. All right, so this should be easy now. We have a rook. Move it. All right, guys, before we go to the next game, let me quickly go here. Let me just make sure. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. All right, so look, Piers defense is when you play the same system, but they start with e4. This is King's pawn opening. Then you got into the Piers defense, right? So classical variation of the Piers defense. Now, King's Indian defense, instead of starting with e4, they start with the queen's pawn opening. So there's no need to play d6 because there's no pawn to attack the knight. So they go knight f6 right away. And then eventually when they play e4, now we play d6 if you want to, right? So that's the main difference. Now, with that said, I'm gonna go to my next opponent, and I got 10 with 5. Let's do it. And let's play e4. I'm just accepting challenges, guys. Bring them, send them my way. And I'm playing the same easy opening. This is, after years, in my opinion, best opening for beginners. That's it. Once you understand, you have a good foundation, with this simple plan, you should be okay. Same thing. And it's consistent with those ideas of the Piers, the King's Indian defense. You have the fianchetto. You might get a pawn storm as well. Now, guys, I do, for what I've been doing, I used to stream only on Thursdays. And then lately, I just do it pop-up. Whenever I have some free time, I jump in front of the computer and do it. Because if not, I'm never gonna do it. How was the last game? Last game was good. It's just that you allowed me to get that queen h5 check. Actually, we should have reviewed it. Let's take a look after this game. But I think it was just not paying attention to my queen h5 check. You took and didn't realize I could do queen h5 in between. After that, your king stayed in the center, And when you are in a situation like this, you either get checkmated or you give material to release the pressure, and that's what you did. So I got a couple pawns and then just go to the end game. That's it. Alright guys, this is one of the two main plans in this opening. We talked about it recently. Now I just want a castle. Let's see if they're gonna take on c3 or not. Hey. All good, all good. Just send the challenge, guys. Just send that challenge. Alright, so we castled. As easy as this, we got to the middle game. This is the only piece we haven't developed, but there's no rush. Okay, so it looks like they're gonna go opposite side. So now I want to do something that I mentioned we could do. You don't have to be playing mechanically and just play d3. Sometimes, especially if the king is in the center, especially if you're being attacked on the flank, not the case yet, you might just strike the center. Just strike the center. Okay, so look, that's the reason why I put in the description, I put the answer to that. Read the description of the of the video. Now, I recommend you guys go to, again, you don't have to watch every video, but if you go to a YouTube channel, it's the same name you see on Twitch. It's the same on both. You're gonna see that I have all the lessons in order. Actually, there's a main playlist with every single lesson from the beginning. Now, just scan through them, and then the one that you think might be interesting to you, click on it, and then continue in order. As far as openings, what I've done, what I've presented is what I did myself, which is, in the future maybe? Right. Which is just play openings that don't require a lot of memorization. Like Sicilian, I never played Sicilian because I started late and I didn't have time to catch up, right? So I just played Pierce defense, King's Indian defense, and again, as white, I used to play e4 at the beginning. Then when I came to the US and I didn't have time to keep up with the theory, I stopped playing e4 and I just started to play the King's Indian attack. So it's a little bit of the same thing. It might be boring, but I'm always in my elements. I don't have to be memorizing new lines and new novelties that come up every month or so. So that's what I did. So in this channel, as far as openings, you're gonna find every single line of the Pierce defense, like how to play it against white, whatever white chooses. Same thing for King's Indian defense. As white, we talked about the King's Indian attack, the Catalan, or the lazy Catalan. We also talked about the Collie Zuckertort, and including the anti-Collies. So definitely you're gonna find something that is simple. And look, this one that I'm playing as white, the Vienna with G3, the same thing. Just get to the middle game and then play chess. That's it. Now to get to 2000, I know you're on Twitch, but on YouTube I linked one of the lessons. Is lesson 102, which is a training plan. Stick to a training plan like that one. Over time, for weeks, months, you should see an improvement. That's the only way, guys. That's the only way. All right, we're up a piece now. Simplification. I need nothing more. Now, let me first develop my bishop. Now, I also removed the threat of them castling opposite side and attacking my king. So this feels pretty good now. All right, let me go c4. Hey. Well, welcome aboard. Most of us here are new to chess. Still learning. All right, I'm going in order, guys. Going in order. All right, let me just do c5. And again, I know the queen is defended, but all I'm thinking is get to the end game. You're up a piece. That's it. Bring it on, bring it on. Just bring it on. Now, using the F rook, because the other rook I wanted to go to the B file. So open files, one goes to B, one goes to D. No, not bored, not bored. And you know, that's an interesting question. Even though I play pretty much the same thing, I never get the same. Imagine if I would get the same, I would have every single line or every single game analyzed. Because when I finish my games, one thing you should do for a fact is analyze your games, right? So when I finish, I analyze it. Also, I have my openings really prepared, the ones that I play. And no one falls for my preparation. So that means that that's chess, right? So you're always going to get different positions. You always get to interesting middle games. It's just that the middle game positions you get are so familiar to you that it's easy to make practical decisions. And that's what chess is about, being able to make practical decisions, not necessarily doing the best move. So keep that in mind, okay? Now, let me claim the other file. All right, if you find a way to paste it here, that way I can see it. Yeah, look, truth is you need to put in the time, guys. And think about this. Do you review every single game when you finish? And a friend of mine made a good point. If you do that, if you review every single game, imagine after a year, imagine after you have played 1,000 games and you've reviewed them all, imagine how much you have learned, right? So something to keep in mind. Okay, let me see. Let me take here. I don't see any entrance to the 7th rank through the D file. And now I only need to worry about my knight. Now, should I just move the knight away or bring the king over? I don't want to close the bishop. All right. There you go, there you go. All right, knight c3 or not? Well, my knight is not doing much here, so let's improve the knight. Simplification, looking forward to it. Now, I could have just moved the rook to the 7th rank. Like, this pawn is a double pawn anyways, it's not a big deal, but let's not give anything to our opponent. Well, it depends on your situation, guys. If you do have the time, like I have students of mine who are kids, they have all the time in the world, this is what they do, chess, then you should go for something like Sicilian defense, Nimzo Indian defense, and find something sharp. But you gotta be aware that you need to put in time to learn the theory and study lots and lots of master games. Keep up with the theory as well, because it's always changing. There are always new ideas in those openings. So absolutely, like that's what I did when I started. I did put a lot of time into studying openings. I picked the ones that I wanted at the end, so I ended up playing Piers and King's Indian defense. But you don't know how many master games I've reviewed with all of these openings: the Orthodox, the Cambridge Springs, the Sicilian, the Dragon Sicilian. And even though I wouldn't play them as my main openings, I got so many ideas from them. So that's definitely something that you want to go for. Now, there are other openings like the Caro-Kann, which is very solid. That is a good option as well. The French is, I don't know, it depends. Some people love it, some people hate it. But ultimately, you should do what I do with my students. Review master games with every single opening, and then you see what you like the most. That's it, and stick to it. The truth is that you just need to pick one that you like and become an expert at it. How do you become an expert? By playing it, analyzing the games, and reviewing games. That's how you become an expert. And the theory, don't try to memorize all of it. Get it done, choose the lines that you like, start learning them, and playing. When you play, you come across a line that you forgot or that you don't remember, you never reviewed, you go back, review it. And guys, there's no better way to memorize an opening that or a specific line than struggling through it in a game. Like, I've had lines that for some reason they don't stick. I review them and then I forget. But if I ever get them in a game and I suffer through that game, I'm never gonna forget that line. So one thing you could do, don't wait to go to a tournament, but you could set up games against the computers. Here on chess.com, you could just find a 2300, whatever your level is, a strong engine, haven't played the specific line you want to play, and get experience with it. That's it. All right, let's try to chop off that bishop. No, look, I've never played the Sicilian. I have friends who never played the Sicilian. Like, typically, most people, they pick one opening they like and they stick to it. Like, I know a lot of people who just chose the French, the Caro-Kann, and they're fine. They don't play the Sicilian. That's okay. Now, some people say don't play the Sicilian until you are 1800, 2000. I disagree. I have students who are 12, 13, 1400. They play the Sicilian, but the key is they don't pretend to memorize all of it. They tell me, hey, I like the opening that Kasparov played in this game we just reviewed. Can I play it? Play it. But they only know the first 5-6 moves, where the pieces go, that's it. And they're getting experience. After, if they really like it, then we sit down and we prepare something more organized. But in the meantime, they're just winning because they have a good foundation when it comes to tactics, endgames, and so on. Yeah, we all have been there, guys. We have been there. All right, so I have cha-cha. There's nothing. I really want to get some checkmate. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, guy, but don't be. I mean, I don't mean he's not right, but don't be so obsessed with that, so fanatic. That cannot be true. Like, there's so many great games that come from e4, e5, right? So, and e4, e5, it leads to open games. It leads to tactical games. So, don't make, like everything in life, don't be so like, don't generalize. Again, just find something you like and play it. That's it. I used to get destroyed by street players in Cuba who didn't even know any openings, but they would play so much that they would see tactics like that. So don't worry too much about it. All right, guys, we got that one. Very good game. Now let me take a quick look. This one actually not a big deal because my opponent dropped a piece. So opening pretty straightforward. We've talked about it so much lately. Let me just, okay, we're good. And here, this fork, that's it. There's nothing more to talk about. That was just the main mistake. Now, let me go to the prior game. I don't know if my opponent is still here, but let's take a quick review. I'm playing everyone. If 500, it gives me less experience. It gives me more chances to win. So I'm playing you for sure. All right, guys, let's see. Opening, same thing. I'm doing the same thing over and over. You see, look, this h6, it was the first red flag. If my queen lands on h5, then you're going to have to move the king at least. 95. Queen h5, you see, instead of taking right away, I go in between move, check, and then this is already 262 for the white pieces. Now, look, in accuracy, of course, most people are not going to trade queens. They want to keep putting pressure on the king. For me, let's get to the end game. That's it. I'm not, look, not even great moves, just keeping it simple. This move, I mentioned it before, did it later. A4, look, lots of inaccuracy, but still, we maintain the advantage. A5. That's it. From this moment on, it's just converting the end game. And that's it. Now here, let me see. Yeah, b5, look, b5 was good, but just bringing the king around was way, way faster. But going all the way back, this h6, I just didn't like it. h6, weakening the diagonal. You're far from castling. If you played h6, maybe just knight f6, castle quickly to avoid any silly tactics. All right, with that in mind, let me just go here. All right, guys, so I got, this is a 5-2. Okay, you're giving me the white pieces every time. I'll take it. Bullet, bring it on, guys. Anytime control you like, just have fun. Okay, pierce defense, let's do it. Very far, very, very far. Guys, it doesn't compare. I always said, okay, should I play a 4? No, it doesn't compare, guys. National Master, I always said, is one of the easiest to get. Like, I got it, to me, when I got it, I was not really into chess when I got it. I was just getting back, playing some games after years being out. And I reached the rating, they sent me the certificate, no big deal. But International Master, besides having to get a higher rating, you need to get the norms, and it's not that easy. It's not that easy. So very, very far. Very, very far. Easy. You play, of course, official over-the-board tournaments, and you get your rating to, I don't know if it's 20, I think it was 2250 or 2200, but that's it. You get the rating, you become it. International Master, you gotta get to 2400, and on top of that, you need to do the norms. And norms is basically, you go to a tournament, and they tell you, look, you gotta play this kind of, these players with this rating, and you gotta do this amount of points to get one of those norms. And I think it has to be international tournaments, meaning that you gotta have participants from different flags, from different countries. So that in many cases requires you to travel, which is already expensive. You gotta go to different city, stay at a hotel, the food, everything. And it's not like you go to a tournament and you get a norm. Like many people, I have a friend who is extremely good, extremely talented, but he doesn't have the means to play tournaments. So he's been waiting for that last norm for years. And he has the rating, he has everything. So that's how tough it is. And then for Grandmaster, it's a different story as well. Look how many international masters have been international master for a long time, even though they keep playing tournaments, because it's not that easy. It's not that easy. I think it's only 2 norms for Grandmaster, but it's not easy. You gotta defeat Grandmasters to become a Grandmaster. So. Alright, so this is, I talked about this before, this is the way that I like to play against the pierce defense for the most time. A4, just stopping anything on the queen side. H3, stopping anything on the king side. And this is a free pawn, but should I push and then take, or should I take? Let me take. Again, if you're a more aggressive player, you might want to play d5, keep everything on the board. For me, I'm thinking free pawn, simplify the game. That's it. It depends. You could play one or two and you make it. You might play more. Like in my case, it was interesting because I played in Cuba from the age of 12 to 16, but I played, that's what I did, right? For the most part. And then I didn't play anymore, but in those 4 years, I got a good experience. So I came to the US, didn't play for like 3-4 years. And when I went back to play to the US, then I just played a few tournaments and it skyrocketed. I made it to 2308. I think that was my peak in probably 4 or 5 tournaments, maybe 6, 7, I don't know. But I quickly got there. But that's because I had the experience and the strength from before. And also there's one factor that you guys have to know. When you start, the multiplication of the rate that you increase or decrease by is different. So I think the first 40 games or so, you increase higher. Like if you defeat a certain player, you might go up 40 points in one game. After games, certain amount of games, maybe 50 or so, if you defeat the same person, you might go up only by 20. So you see many people when they start just skyrocket, and then it just becomes more stable. So a good thing that you might do, and I tell this to some of my students, you might not want to rush into playing your first tournament. Maybe just get some experience, get some strength, and when you play that first tournament really strong, boom, you're gonna skyrocket quickly. But I'm not saying do it, but something to consider. Roberto in the house. I would say, look, this one I would say they're not that far apart. FIDE Master is the same thing. You get to 2300, of course, 100 more points. 100 more points, but it's the same thing. You just get the rating, that's it. You don't need to do norms or anything like that. And I also tell you this, I don't like to brag, but when I play a FIDE Master, I feel very comfortable. When I play an international master, I feel more pressure. It's a different story. Okay, so we know what they want. Should we give it to them? I'm thinking bishop d3, rook c1, or knight e5. I mean, this cannot be good. I don't have anything concrete here, so let's not give him anything. Bishop d3, knight takes, pawn takes, queen d3, then knight e5. Or we just play rook c1. Truth is, we shouldn't be giving them anything, guys. So look, keep it simple, rook c1, that's it. We're up a pawn, why give them anything? Bishop d3, we should be fine, but we're creating something, we're giving them something. So far, black pieces have nothing, so why give them anything? No, because that 23 was USCF. So USCF. The FIDE, you get it from FIDE only. Hey. No, too late for that. It's the same thing, guys. Same ID on YouTube and chess.com. By the way, guys, if you're either more for Twitch, but either way, let me know if everything is fine. I know sometimes the audio gets a little bit choppy or a little bit behind, so let me know if the audio, if the board, also if the colors are fine too, because I'm trying to get that well. No, but the chat, I think that depends on your connection, right? Because some people, it always happens. Some people get it right away, some people, it takes longer. All right, guys, another quick tactic. There's a pin. We get the free pawn. Unless I'm missing something, that's a free pawn. Okay, 95 maybe? I was debating 95 or 95. Okay, 96. No, I was looking for this cheap trick. Just trying to get the knight to g6, and then I'm just doing checkmate on h8. So guys, this one, again, not to go too deep into it, because these games that we just drop a piece, is just getting better at your vision of the board, right? But basically, when I play Queen d2, my opponent didn't realize this. If you play these systems with the fianchetto, you gotta remember, whenever there's an indication they want to get that pawn, play king h7, and you keep it pretty safe on like that. But that's it. Once I get that pawn, pretty simple game now. I mean, a lot to be played, but I'm up a pawn. All right, let me go just to show you. So I have next one. All right, I keep getting the white pieces. Let's play some d4. Well, there are two things about that. Number one, I don't. Here my opponents are treating me nicely today, but I don't. But there's something else that I try to exercise, guys. And there's this idea that when you do physical things, the more pressure, the more intensity you put into it, the better the result, right? So if you're boxing, the stronger you throw the punch. The same thing, if you're driving, you gotta put the brakes. The stronger you do it, the better the result. But when it comes to mental things, the more relaxed you are, typically the better the results. So that's one thing to try to practice. If you're playing blades bullet, you're low on time, you're in pressure, it's hard to remember at the moment, but try to remember to stay relaxed and chill. Like, think about this, when you're playing someone who's way weaker than you are, like let's say you are 1500, you're playing a beginner a 400. Even if you have 1 minute left, you're chilling, you're like, I got this. So if you're able to keep that mindset when you're playing a stronger opponent, time pressure, I think you're gonna do better. Just test it and you let me know. I'm going one by one, guys. Okay, thank you. Okay, let me be careful here. I'm playing a little bit mechanically. Okay, let me just go back. Just send a challenge, guys. Send a challenge. Okay, don't forget that isolated pawn, we're meant to trade it and see if we can open the file. By the way, guys, if you're on YouTube and not on Twitch, feel free to maybe later just follow me on Twitch, because I'm planning to do some training sessions, and I'm planning to just only do it on Twitch and then just maybe cut it down and put it on YouTube. So if you're okay with that, fine. But if you want to get it live, make sure that you get the notifications from Twitch as well. All right, free pawn. Let's see. Yeah, Richard, but then you get destroyed, you start crying, and I don't know if that's what we want. All right, c4. Just trying to get rid of my bad pawns. Let's see. Bring it on. I've played today 10-minute games. Anything you want, guys. Anything. Okay, are we gonna get checkmated? Doesn't feel like it. Not yet. It doesn't feel right to open up this. Let me play a5. It just doesn't feel right to open up the bishop. Bring it on. I'm waiting for you. I mean, I'm assuming you're still happy. So we gotta give you some nightmares. I got there's a grandmaster. I think he's from New York or New Jersey. Stipunsky, I think. I posted a throwback picture not long ago in the community tab. Stipunsky or Alexander Stipunsky or something like that. The guy is like pretty strong GM, and it was a draw. It was a draw in an over the board classical game. Now, strongest player opponent I have played was Aronian when they came here to Miami, but needless to say, I got destroyed. Yeah, but you guys are you're giving me the white pieces all the time. All right, let me. Oh man, do I have to? No. I like this bishop. Should I trade it? I mean, I'm leaving after my knight versus this bad bishop, but yeah, let's chop this off. Maybe. No, my best win, like I've always been able, like the highest has been international masters. I have a few international master wins. There's one that, yeah, that was the move. They don't want to trade pieces. Let me play c4 now. Now, even if I'm making this bishop a bit better, there's still a very bad pawn on e4, making that bishop bad. Now, if they don't take me, I get a pass pawn. If they do, I improve my knight very much. If my knight gets to e5, that's it. Game over. All right, we know what they want now. We know what they want. Let's just move on. You know, I feel like I'm playing with fire. I feel like I'm playing with fire here. I feel like I'm playing with fire. I could have played king h1 and there's no more pin, but it just didn't feel right. Ooh. No, wait. Okay, if you're talking about over the board, that's it. If you're talking online, I have defeated some 2700. That was a 2700. No, 20. Yeah, 26, 27. I posted the game on the channel using the Pure Defense. Actually, I defeated Eric Rosen. I don't know what his rating is online, but okay, we do it this way then. Chakata. How much time? Okay, this is 3-2. Okay, good. What am I missing? Keeping it simple. Could have taken and still fine, but just keeping it simple. No way, no. I was doing checks, right? Please tell me I was doing checks. Let me see. What did it hunt? No. Did I? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, wait, did you die? Let me see. Okay, mate, all the way here being threatened, but check, and then there's no mate. Now, if you're telling me about rook b1, I don't think it was checkmate. Rook b1, we take, queen takes, and then we block. I don't know. But I might have missed it. It wouldn't be the first time. Stuff hangs me. Alright, guys, so this is my next opponent. 3 minutes. I gotta remember, guys, try to put an increment. I don't mind if you put 10 minutes, 3 minutes, but put the increment, because if not, in time pressure is gonna be crazy chess. All right. No, I don't think they had the time, but you might be right. Yeah, no, I was being careful because I have blundered checkmates like that before. I was being very, very careful. No, guys, don't wait. If you're only here to play, don't do that because you might not even play. So keep that in mind, okay? We're just here to try to get some games. If you have some good questions to go over them, but you might just not even play because I'm gonna be here for only so much time, and there's no way I'm gonna get to play all of you, okay? So go do something else. We'll be here. Like I'm doing this pretty often. We'll be here. All right. What's next? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. All right, should we let them take? Let them take. Let's play this one like nobody cares. Let's play this one like no one is watching. Yeah, I play it. It's never been my official opening, but I've played it. I mean, if you ever review games by Karpov, you're gonna wanna play it, at least to see what it feels like. Okay, just activating rooks. Something has to come out of this. We don't know yet, but something has to come out of it. No castling. Let's play this one like we know what we're doing. Oop. Yes, castling. Oh, yes. Let me go here. Just stay away from the light squares. I don't want to stay on light squares. We never know what could happen here. This one was very, very interesting. Probably the best move. But who knows? Oh, I thought my queen was open. I mean, this is still pretty nice, but I don't know. do this. All right. Okay, let's play on the dark squares. I don't want this bishop to get us in trouble. The bishop got us in trouble. Okay, fair enough. All right, got that one. That was a very interesting game. Very interesting game. Well, recently, a few months ago, weeks ago, I lost to, I think it was 400. So, all right, let me go to the next one, guys. Let me go to the next one. All right, bring it on. Laughing Pega. Got it. Yep, for either side, for both sides. Let's do it. Let's give her the old check Peters. But you did get him. You did get him. That's what matters. You did get him. No. That's it. That's it. I'm not giving her a break. I'm sorry. We tried, but not today. Now this is a little bit playing with fire because we don't have, I mean, we're behind in development, right? So I don't like this a lot, but let's see. Guys, bear with me just for a moment. Everything should be blue. That's my bad. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can bring this to the background. Alright, should be better now. All right, where were we? All right, think about this. What would you play here if you were the black pieces? looks like we have to take and go back. I was thinking of that before, but yeah. Right, let's go back to safety. And now I have a little bit of a better pawn structure, but not sufficient. I gotta develop. Look, how about this? I have a friend of mine. He's a very strong player. Like, he's really close to international master, and he crushes everyone with the Scandinavian. And the reason being is because he's pretty good at his middle game and end game. So the opening is just to get to the middle game. That's it. Like, there are many openings that have a bad reputation because you cannot play it against a strong grandmaster. Like, if you play certain openings against the elite players, of course you're gonna get destroyed. But who is going to punish you, the Scandinavian, if you play against 1500s, 1800s, 2000s, 2200s? It's not gonna happen. And in my experience, people hate to play against the Scandinavian. They don't have anything official against the Scandinavian. So yeah, it's bad because they can move around, but then black pieces castle queenside, attack you on the king side, you get checkmated, and what? Look, lately I've been playing over the board birds opening, f4 very first move, and I just cannot see anyone to prove me wrong. Like, I played last time I played over the board, I played 3 2400 players, and 2 of them were draw. One of them I was winning by 6 points, but that's a different story. It was a draw. Last one, it was a rook endgame draw, lost out on time. But out of the opening, every single time I was just better. And it felt even better than what I was because I was always in my elements. I know the opening, and yes, it's not the sharpest, but who's gonna prove it? If you have never played it before, at least not as many times as me. So, like always, guys, forget about openings, pick something you like, and have fun, especially if you're just moving up the ladder. If you're not that advanced yet, no one is gonna punish you. Like, I would say opening preparation doesn't matter at all. If you're under 1500, forget about that. You gotta embrace it. You gotta embrace it. Okay, what are you gonna do now after I do tin 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 tin? Look, I have interviewed, and I don't want to give you just my opinion, but I have interviewed a few experienced coaches and grandmasters here on the channel. And you can find it on if you just scan through this channel, you're going to see some interviews. And everyone agrees, guys, that most people online are just trying to sell. And what sells? Openings. So that's why you keep hearing this and that about openings. Because everything is winning 10 moves with this opening. This move nobody knows. This opening trap. And that's why you hear so much commotion about openings. But in reality, you should do the boring part. Just pick one, get really good at it. That's it. Every point you get due to an opening trap, you're going to be missing it on endgames. You don't know endgames that you should be winning, end up in a draw, or end games that should be a draw, you end up losing. So you lose more points by not knowing middle and end game than the ones you get by trapping someone with a trap. Because how many times are they gonna fall for that trap? Probably once in a long time. So don't worry about openings. Get to the middle game. That's it. Now, with that said, what should I do? Let me take here. I have a friend of mine that every time one of the younger kids comes to him about this opening, hey, the Sicilian, this and that, he's always like, hey, control the center, develop your model pieces, castle. That's it. That's all you have to worry about. And he's right. Hey. Thank you. Good game. You had me, but I think you just missed that little detail there. But you definitely had to be better in this position. Now, sometimes, guys, let's take this game as an example. Sometimes, and I'm saying it because I've been on her shoes. Sometimes we know we have the better position, like you have your active rooks, the pair of bishops, and we feel like we have to force something and get the win and close it like the elite players do, right? Well, many times it's just a matter of keeping the pressure. Let them make mistakes. Let them. It's very uncomfortable to play this as a defensive side. So if you just hold it, keep the pressure, they're going to make a mistake. Just that's something else that we gotta get good at. Not only the chess part. All right, so I have Pablo. Okay, let's play Sicilian defense. Why not? Pablo, slow down, man. Slow down. Slow down, Pablo. Displayed? What do you mean displayed? Not that I know of. Hey, Vasil, what's going on? Hey, should I just take and see what happens? Takes, check. Oh man, just leave me in the background. Cook, do your thing. No, I'm just playing viewers. I'm almost done. Like I have like probably a few more minutes, so don't even bother. Sorry to hear that. Get better. Stay away from chess then. Rest, and I'll see you next time, okay? All right, we gotta just finish development. Now I want to say I have some compensation here, but hard to tell. Come on, guys, come on. Okay, let's shut this down. Next one definitely coming out tomorrow morning. When was the last one we had one? Like probably 2-3 days ago. Come on, Marcel. Come on. Come on, man. Okay, H5, H4, sound. If I get one of those bishops, then I could say I have some compensation. Pawn structure is pretty bad. But still, those bishops could be, especially this bishop, could be pretty annoying. The one we get at the very beginning, before you start the game, that one, that's the best one. That's the best one. But now, guys, I get a lot of these structures from the King's Indian defense, the Pierce defense. And those structures give you typical middle games, typical end games. So those are the ones that I enjoy the most. Okay, so we have, this is 3-2. True. Do we fix your pawn structure, my friend? Bornig-Dania system. What is it? Does it have a name? Hey, wait. Is it a free pawn? Let's take it. Just keep the pressure. That's it. Just keep the pressure. But hey, that's how you get better. You need this kind of experience. You need it. Keep it simple. You got it, guys. Be safe. That was a good one. Don't give up on me yet. Cha. Oop. Whip out, whip out, whip. I didn't need to. I just didn't need to, but Pablo, good one. Good game, good game. That was a very good game. All right, let me go to, oops, sorry, back to play. Very close, almost didn't make it. We almost didn't make it. Yeah, Blitz, you either play fast or you play well. You cannot do both. Simplification, guys, just simplification. That's it. This idea, I mean, just wanted to get rid of the rooks. That's it. Without the rooks, there's no attack. This should be an easy win, but I'm wondering if I should keep the queens. Nah. Leave that to those who know. We're just gonna collect the pawns, keep it simple. Nothing fancy. Alright guys, we got that one. Good game, good game. Oop, that was one and it left. Got it. Queen C1, yeah, I was looking at Queen C1, but I wasn't sure what I was accomplishing by that. Like, they could always just move the knight, hitting the queen. And I thought of it, if they moved the knight, then I'd go Queen C2. But it didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. You know, try next time you're gonna be off training, at least do a pulsar rush a day. I think that's gonna keep you. I think it's gonna keep you at least connected. So just do a pulsar rush, and that's something. Like, how long could it take you, right? I mean, if you're extremely busy, there's no way, but if you do at least 10% of what you typically do, you should be fine. Simple. This guy's that opening, just being careful. Don't give him anything. Oof, I played it like at the beginning. I'm gonna leave this after on YouTube, guys. And you're gonna see the first games I played as white, and it was only the Vienna. So just know it is out there. All right, let's ask. Yeah. It keeps the blunders away. Okay, take. I got lucky today. Now bishop a6 maybe, and then g4 h4. No, probably I get one more game or so until o'clock. So that's gonna be 9 o'clock for me. Whatever o'clock it is for you, that's gonna be it. You know what I do? I try to do at least one survival per day. Like, sometimes I'm doing stuff, so I have it open. And the good thing about that is that you could start working on it, close it, go do something else, come back tomorrow. It's gonna resume where you left it. So I have to do something, I do it, I come back, open it again, and at least I get some of those done. And it's better than nothing. Happy to help, guys. Happy to help. Powerful knight. Happy to leave my powerful knight versus this bishop. I think I should be better, but we'll see. Okay, centralize the king. This is almost an endgame. We could do that for the last one, absolutely. Not a fan of doing that, guys, but let's have some fun. All right, now I will protect the pawn. And the knight starts to help. We have to. We have to. Alright guys, that was just pawn sacrifice to mess up the pawn structure. Now we pick up with interest. Now notice how the knight takes away all of these squares. So, I mean, I don't feel great, but this looks good. It looks good. Okay, this is in the air. It should be fine. Is this too risky? How risky is this? Can they checkmate me with rook and bishop? So king a6. Let's find out. Yeah, the king went crazy. He got his own plan. Alright guys, got that one. I'm gonna play one last game and what is it? Okay. Alright, we're playing a 1400. Let's pay attention here. Alright, we're gonna make it. We didn't get the white pieces, so no a4, h4, but let's finish it with the Pierce defense. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, right. It's not about the rook and the bishop. It's about the time. Okay, so this is more like a. I mean, it's just Fianchetto variation versus the Pierce defense, but it's the same Vienna setup that we've been trying to play as white. Same thing for white and black. Same thing. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh, for that you need to know. You need to know what you're doing. Not my case. It's just not my case. Take a guess. Take a guess. What do you think? Take a guess. I'm gonna take you. Nah, Richard, we're good. We're good, man. We're good. D4, we always have knight c4. So, not a problem with that. Okay, this looks better now, right? It looks better, doesn't it? Okay, now if we play a5, it looks way better. Now, rook all of a sudden went from doing nothing to being pretty nice. We have more space. Again, c4 we made it with, d4 we made it with knight c4. No, guys, the fool is right here all year round. Well, we didn't get it, but it feels nicer, right? Not even close. Do we care? Should we care? I don't care, but what to do? That's the question. You know, I don't drink. That's why. Like, you know, sometimes I might go, if I go to a restaurant and I see people drinking beer and it's hot, I might, yeah, like, give me a beer, and I take a sip, and then it just goes to waste. I just don't like it that much. But it must be fun. I have never been drunk. Like, if I ever, like, the most of the closest I've been, I feel like it's getting a little bit weird, and I just stop right there. Drink water, get it out. It's just not nice. At least for me, it's not nice to have that feeling. All right, so how about now? Cha 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 cha. I like this. I mean, I thought of b5. b5 is interesting. Queen takes, skewer. Nah. Life. Welcome to life. You know, I don't like it to be so, again, just like we said at the beginning, so absolute, don't ever. But I don't do it simply because I don't like it. I just don't like it. Like, I never understand, and I know, of course, I know, but I see, like, most of my friends and family members, they really look forward to a beer, for example, or a cocktail. I don't have that. Like, if it's served and it's hot, I would have it, but it's not like, but you know, that's just me. All right, so maybe we just go, okay. That would be nice. Not even. I've done it, but I don't do it regularly. So I know the feeling, but that's it. You're right about that. I think this one is better, right? The latest is just better. Right, this is a free pawn. There's no... Hey, how long has that pawn been there for? No. Oh yeah, that was a free pawn. That's what happens when you drink. That's what happens when you drink. Queen's Gambit. How about Queen's Gambit, guys? How about Queen's Gambit? Opposite color bishops. Let's see what happens. Little trick at the end. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Let me know if you have any questions. And let me put this here. You have to, man. You have to. What's going on? What's going on? Guys, just ignore the spammers. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Hey, hey, hey. You got it, guys. Be safe. Have a good week. Well, have a good Sunday. And I'll see you next time, okay?